There are times as a preacher when you're fully aware that with the verses you've been given to speak on, almost the best thing you could do is to simply read those verses and get out of the way as soon as possible, aware that whatever it is you might try to add actually risks detracting from the force of those verses. I think that's the case with some of the verses some of us were looking at this last Sunday in Paul's letter to the Romans. Paul writes, "Owe no one anything except to love one another. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law." What is to be the distinguishing mark, the distinguishing feature of a Christian community? What is it the world should be able to see if it looks in upon us? More than the magnificence of our architecture, the sublimeness of our music, the robustness of our doctrine, the quality of our liturgy, the eruditeness of our preaching. Owe no one anything, says Paul. Be in debt to no one about anything, except to love one another. Except to love the other, whoever that other may happen to be. Jesus told quite a powerful story about that. For the one who loves the other, says Paul, has fulfilled the law. They will have found themselves doing all that the law required them to do, all that God requires of us as we seek to live the good life. One of the rabbis of Jesus' time, Rabbi Hillel, is recorded as saying these words: "What is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbour. That is the whole Torah, while the rest is commentary on it. Go and learn." So how do we do it? How do we live that kind of life? How do we love with that kind of love? Well, Paul goes on to say in that passage, don't live as you used to live. Don't live by the standards you see going on around you. Instead, he says, put on, clothe, surround yourselves with the Lord Jesus Christ. It's the heart of what I think is my favourite prayer in morning prayer, which has the line, "As we rejoice in the gift of your presence amongst us, let the light of your love always shine in our hearts. Let me today be so captured by the love that I've experienced, that love that I myself, messed up as I am a constant debtor to, that loves me unconditionally. Let that love fill who I am, so that I might then be able to love in that same perfect way the others who God puts before me." Seems to me that as we begin to think about the kind of church we need to be as we emerge into our new world, that's what needs to happen to us. To be people who so encounter that unconditional love of God that we are transformed ourselves to then love the other in that same perfect way. Because, says Paul, that is the debt that we owe to the other. That is the mark of what it is to be true Christian community. It's the kind of love that attracts and transforms. And it's the kind of love that the world around us desperately, I believe, needs to see in us.